Welcome back to Odetta Unedited, and as you know, we avoid editing as much as possible on this channel, and I also try to answer your questions, hence the FAQs or frequently asked questions. And here's a question that I'm going to pop up on screen as usual. I'm going to hide the identity of the person who asked it just to protect you. And I know it's not anything sensitive, but just out of respect, I'm still doing that. But I saw the question pop up. I'm actually in between meetings and I have 15 minutes. So I said, let me answer quickly and post the response. And I've already responded at a high level. Here is the detailed response, unedited. So the question is, hi Odetta, greetings from you. So greetings, sorry. You were at 0 subscribers up until, and the time is there. How long did it take overall to get to the 1 million mark from 0 subscribers? So I'm gonna answer that question first. The second question is, what's the rate you get paid per video after you have qualified to be monetized on YouTube, and how does it work? And the third question is, how often does YouTube pay you? And the fourth question is, what are red flags? And the fifth question is, what state in the US do you live? So I'm going to attempt to answer all of those before my next meeting, which now we're up to 16 past, so it's even less time. So let's start with the first question. How long did it take me to get from 0 to 1 million subscribers? So I started posting content with an objective to be monetized somewhere in November of 2021. And I was new to creating content on YouTube. Prior to that, I had only created videos with my phone, no long form content and all of that. And when you watch my earlier videos, you will see what I'm talking about. Half of the times I'm looking somewhere else and I was learning as I was going along. It was a tedious process with a lot of lessons learned, but I got into it and I enjoyed it. And initially I didn't go onto YouTube to make a ton of money, but everything I do, I treat it as a business. For my time, it must make enough to pay for that time, because I could be using that time to do other things that can make money. But it doesn't have to, in the case of YouTube, because I was going to use it to promote my book and business, it didn't have to make a lot, just enough for it to make sense. So with that in mind, I decided I was going to post 3 videos every single week. I was going to start with my phone. And I did that for several months. I remember starting in November, sent a message to all my friends, posted it on YouTube or all my social media platforms that I was going on YouTube to create content. And by December, I was in a groove, 3 videos per week for the most part. I did that for December, January, February, March. By March, I was monetized. And that's what, 5 months, maybe 6 months in there? For me, that took a long time, and I'll tell you why. When I started YouTube, I already had over 20,000 subscribers on, what's it called? Instagram. I had close to 10,000 on LinkedIn, the maximum 5,000 on Facebook. So I thought I would grow very quickly, but it does not translate. Your followers from one, they don't necessarily move to another. I had to grow gradually, and it took about 5 months to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, posting 3 videos, sometimes 4 videos, if you go back and check, religiously every single week. YouTube is not one of those things that you have a hands-off approach on, or one of those things that you don't have to be consistent to achieve your goals. It's required. So it took me about 5 months to be monetized. And then after I got monetized, to get to 1 million subscribers, it took me another 1.5 years. So from the time I announced that I was starting this Rockstar Academy, it took me about 2 years to get to 1 million. So the answer is 2 years. The second question is, let's see here, 0 subscribers, What's the rate you get paid per video? You do not get paid per video on YouTube. You get paid per 1,000 views. And this is for long form content. For shorts, it's a little bit different, but it's still based on views. So as an example, if I have a video that gets 10,000 views, YouTube will apply a rate that's called an RPM to those 10,000 views. So let's do the math together. So if I get 10,000 views, you have to divide that by 1,000 because YouTube's rate is per 1,000. When you divide that by 1,000, you get 10 views. Then you multiply that by YouTube rate that you're getting. Every video has a different RPM or a different rate per 1,000 views. Every niche also has a different rate. Blog, as an example, which is family, people-oriented, that usually pays probably between $1 and $5, maybe $7. Entertainment in the same range. Tech and educational content will pay anywhere from $5 to $10, maybe $12, even $15. Personal finance, which is my niche, actually is one of the top paying niches out there, along with real estate, things like investment, if you're talking about budgeting and so on. And I have had videos, believe it or not, that pay as little as $15 per 1,000 views, and also ones that have paid over $100 per 1,000 views. So it's very different. So let's take a video as an example, and this is how you would do the math to know how much a video pays. If the video got 100,000 views, you take your 100,000, you divide it by 1,000 because YouTube is paying you a rate per 1,000 views, that's 100. And then you multiply it by the rate that YouTube has been paying you based on your niche. If I was developing or creating people content like blogs and so on, maybe I'll multiply it by 5. So that means I'd get $500 for that video. If I'm doing my content, which is personal finance, the least average I've earned on my channel is about $25. That means I would get, let's see here, 1,000 views times 25, or 100,000 views divided by 1,000 times 25, I would have earned $2,500. If it's entertainment, you may get $1. So that's 100,000 divided by 1,000, multiplied by $1, you get $100 for that video. If it's educational and it's paying $10, it's 100,000 views or whatever the video got, you always divide it by 1,000 because YouTube pays per 1,000 view, and then you multiply it by the relevant RPM. Now, the fact that I do personal finance and somebody else does personal finance, it doesn't mean we're gonna get the same rate either. It's very different. But what I'm giving you are averages. So if it's $10, you'll multiply it by 10. It means a video that has 100,000 views that's in the education niche would make about $1,000. So it differs. I have videos that pay or that have paid so far $2,000, and I have videos that have paid, single videos that have paid $95,000. So the gap is huge. And I would say look at it as views instead of videos when you're trying to quantify the payment. I hope that answers your question. But if it doesn't, come back and tell me in the comments and I'll do another video. Let's see what the next question was. How does monetization work? So that's how you get paid per video. To qualify to get paid, whenever you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within 1 year. What does that mean? Let's say your year starts in March, which is when mine started for monetization. 1 year from that would mean next year, March. So if you are not monetized and you started in March, by next year, March, those 4,000 watch hours is gonna be added. But the minute you move to the next month, which is April, the March from the previous year, those watch hours, they fall off. So it's not that you lose everything for the previous year, like I've heard many people say, absolutely not. It's just that it's only counting the last 12 months to come up with your 4,000 watch hours. Whenever you get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, you go ahead and you'll get a prompt and you can apply to be a part of the YouTube partner program, which is how you can get ads to show up on your videos when you get monetized. If you're accepted, meaning you don't have a channel that has content that may be offensive, or you haven't gotten copyright strikes and community violations and all of that stuff. And I shared a video on this channel. Just search for copyright and you'll see all the details there. If you don't have any of those things, you should get accepted. And then immediately when you get accepted, and you're gonna get in the mail a PIN number to validate your address, you enter that PIN. And as long as you follow those steps, create your Google AdSense account, which the steps will be there. You won't have to wonder what to do. Then YouTube will authorize you, and YouTube then starts putting ads randomly on your video based on your niche. Whenever somebody watches an ad that YouTube has placed on your video, you get paid. That's really what it is in a nutshell. And the amount you get paid is based on your niche, and it's set up as a per 1,000 view, or the CPM, which is what YouTube gets paid, and the RPM, which is what you get paid per 1,000 views. What's the next question? How often do you get paid? So from YouTube, you're gonna get paid every single month, round about the 21st or the 22nd of the month. But what you're getting paid this month is for last month. So as an example, we are in July now. So on July the 22nd, I'll get paid for what I earned on YouTube between June 1 and June 30th. So it's kind of a month in the back. In August, I'm gonna get paid for what I earned July 1 to July 31st, and I'll get that around August 21st, 22nd in that region. Now, YouTube has certain countries that they have their YouTube partner program running in, and they'll send it to your bank account if that's the case, or you can have it land somewhere else in the world. It's really up to you. Just make sure wherever your money is landing, you're prepared to pay taxes there. And if you feel that's the US, you can create a LLC, and assuming you don't live in the US, get your money there, pay your taxes there. Or if you want it to come to your country, assuming your country is approved for monetization, you can do that as well. And then the last question is, what are copyright flags? I'm gonna link in this video another video that explains copyright flags, copyright strikes, how to avoid them in grave details so that you can watch it. And the last question is, what state in the US do you live in? I actually reside in Jamaica. I've lived in Jamaica all my life, have absolutely no plans of going elsewhere. However, I've worked all my career for US companies, so there were times when I spent extended periods of time in the US, and in those capacities, I was in charge of other countries. So sometimes I'd be in Africa, sometimes in India, in Mexico, why am I saying Brazil? In Mexico, in Santo Domingo, in Jamaica, several places in the US. So I've kind of been all over the place, but I've always lived in Jamaica. And since retiring from corporate, about, what is it now, 42, 48, 6 years ago, I have lived, and I've not really traveled much outside of Jamaica. So I was able to get this done in time. I hope you found value in this, and we'll see you next time. Walk good.